Happy New Year! And to start the new year, I decided it's time to do my HRT update. So I officially started HRT on the 8th of September 2017, although before that I did self-medicate for a little bit, but don't really talk about it because I don't want others to copy me. So now that I'm officially taking HRT properly, prescribed by NHS, each month I just go and see my doctor and she just gives me a prescription for another month. I am then given a box with some tablets in. They're tiny blue tablets, so I find them quite easy to take. I just simply put them in my mouth and swallow them, so there's no problem there. I would like to say they physically help change my body quite a bit, but that isn't true. They psychologically help me quite a bit, but not physically. And the reason for that is because taking HRT on their own for someone in their 20s doesn't really help lower testosterone because it's not enough to block it. But I am going to quickly talk about the effects that I have had from HRT on its own. And one of them is soft skin. That happened within the first 2 weeks. I also had a bit of breast growth, but it wasn't really too much because the dosage wasn't high enough. I also had a bit of breast growth before that from when I self-medicated. But the changes that I really felt were more mental ones, where I was feeling calmer and just a lot happier than I used to be. But because of the hormone levels not being right, and there's no way to just stop testosterone without blocking it, I was put on a testosterone blocker, and the testosterone blocker I was put on was called Decapital, something like that, which is just an injection that's put into a muscle in your butt. I actually had it done recently, so I can show you where it goes. There. To get the injection, I just have to see the nurse every 3 months, and it's quite a simple process for me. All I need to do is just ride my electric bike to my doctor's surgery. It's only a 20-minute journey away, and I can park up way outside. And once I get in there, I just see the nurse, we just chat a little bit, and then I'll just stand against the table. And what I have to do is just hold my top up a little bit, and the nurse just does her stuff. And all she has to do is get this liquid or something, mix it together with something else, and then just get ready to do the injection. So the needle she uses though is quite a big one. As long as you don't look behind you while she's doing the injection, you won't really see it, but it is quite a big one. It does hurt a little bit, but it actually is worth it because it stops testosterone production, and nothing can be better than that. It is quite a large needle, but it is injected into the muscle in your butt, so as long as you don't look behind you, you won't see it. With my most recent injection, it did hurt a little bit because the nurse was having a bit of trouble getting it in, but I didn't really have any issues, and I'm happy now because I don't have any testosterone in my body and a load of estrogen. And since then, I've had a load of changes to my body, a lot more breast growth, fat redistribution quite a bit. I'm not sure about my hips though because they've always been wide, and I just assumed that cis men had wide hips, but that's something I found out that's not true quite often when I started transitioning. I also lost a lot of muscle strength, and there's also erectile dysfunction, so I don't get these random erections anymore, and I get full control of the area down there, so it does still work if I want it to, but it doesn't happen randomly anymore. So now I've been on blockers for 6 months. I'm really happy with how it's going, but I have to say this: if someone tells you that HRT on its own is enough to lower your testosterone levels, then don't listen, especially if you're in your 20s, because quite often it's not enough and you'll need to have blockers as well. But just to be sure, take a blood test, find out what your hormone levels are, and go from there. A doctor can help you quite a bit with finding out your hormone levels, so do it and don't just assume what you're taking works, because there's a good chance it won't. Hi everyone, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe, and while you're at it, check out the playlist of previous videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!